One thing that's really prevalent and worth talking about, especially on YouTube, is gurus and scams. You can see them a lot in the advertisements that play, and they're really easy to spot, especially if you understand business. But an example would be some old guy trying to sell you on the concept of like digital real estate, or a loophole in YouTube's algorithm where you can make a ton of money by using other people's videos, which doesn't make any sense. There's tons of them, but basically what they're doing is they're trying to exploit people who either want to make more money, or that they want to get rich, but they don't want to actually do any of the work involved. And so it exploits those people who think that there's like a get rich quick scam, or it exploits people that think that you can get rich quick by just clicking on some YouTube ad and paying for a $2,000 course, like that's magically going to give you the secret formula to making millions of dollars without having to do any work. A really effective way of identifying if something is a scam like that, and if some guy is basically just a guru trying to sell you a $2,000 course that is worthless, is, I mean, if it sounds too good to be true, it likely is. And another thing to keep in mind is that, if you're gonna do something, especially that earns you a lot more money, it's almost always gonna mean you have to put in work to do it. So it could mean either learning a new skill or taking on the risk of like starting your own business or something. Like, it's not gonna just be an overnight, you clicked a few buttons, you paid for some overpriced seminar, and magically you're going to start making like six figures a month. Another really good way of identifying an obvious scam is if someone is purporting to have this magic algorithm to printing money, then why wouldn't they just keep doing that themselves? They're not going to selflessly give it to you so you could make money instead of them. What they're really doing is they know that if they charge for a $2,000 course, the math is pretty simple. If you can sell that to 100 suckers, then that's 200 grand. And even if all the people that did that course know that it was a scam, I mean, that person just made a ridiculous amount of money for almost no effort. And so a really good way of being able to identify a scam is if a person is saying that they know how to make a ton of money and they're going to sell the idea to you. If it was really that good, they wouldn't sell it to you. And so the only reason they'd sell it to you is because they know they can make more money conning you into buying a worthless course than to actually do whatever it is they're saying. Right? It's like if someone were to say, "Oh, I have a guaranteed way of making money on the stock market." Well, if that was true, they would just keep doing it. They wouldn't sell it to you. Yeah, another really good way of being able to identify an obvious scam is if someone is trying to sell you on the idea that there's a done for you system where all you have to do is pay them money, and they'll show you how they make a ton of money by doing no work. I mean, that should obviously sound like it's too good to be true, and it is. Yeah, I mean, one of the ones that I remember seeing was something to do with like Audible. So he was trying to basically sell you on the idea like, don't sell products on Amazon. That's already been done too many times, which is arguably true. But he was trying to argue that if you can make a ton of money doing something with Audible, and it's a done for you system. So he's basically trying to say, pay me $2,000 and I'll show you how to make a ton of money by basically doing nothing except exploiting some loophole or something that Amazon apparently doesn't know about. So you're just somehow getting paid by Amazon to do nothing, which should obviously sound ridiculous. The digital real estate one is also obviously ridiculous. I mean, you're just by the name alone, you should be able to tell that you're buying nothing. I mean, digital real estate, you're just what, buying pictures on the internet? and thinking that it's worth anything. I mean, it's a commodity. It only has value if other people are willing to buy it from you. So, for example, if you buy a picture or something that's worth $100, or you pay $100 for it, you only profit if someone else is willing to buy it off of you for more than that. Otherwise, you're just buying air. If it takes you more than 5 minutes to apply to hundreds of jobs, you're wasting your time. Sign up at jobhelper.cc and let AI do the work for you.